Hello, my name is Nick, and I'm going to teach you how to make a paper crane. First, you need to start with square paper. With the square paper, we are going to fold it in half this way. By first lining up the edges, and creasing it. Then open the paper and fold it in half the other way. By doing the same thing, lining up the edges, and making a crease. Open the paper, and now fold it diagonally, going from corner to corner. Can be either one. Again, creasing it. Now, you should have, your paper should look like this, with a crease across, and then a crease going both ways. Now, fold your paper back down across the diagonal, and then we're going to fold this in like this. We're going to take one side, fold it in, so now our paper looks like this. And then we are going to do the same on the other side by tucking that corner in. And now, just firmly press it. We have a little square. Now, since your paper should look like this, we open it up just a little bit. You should see a central line coming down the middle. The lighting's not too good, but let me turn on this light. You should have a central line. If not, you can fold it a little bit so that we have a little line going down the middle. So that way if you fold it like this, here like the flaps, you can fold it in. Now take one of these sides of these little flaps and fold it so that way this edge comes and line it up with that center line. And just press it along, making sure your creases are nice and crisp. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. We will then repeat this on the back side. Again, folding these sides to that central crease. So that way, we now have a kite. Now with those folds, we're going to undo those, folding them both out on both sides. So now with it back in its square, we're going to take, and if you look, we have these inner layers. We're going to take this corner and sort of pop it up, and this part's a bit tricky. We're going to pop it up like so, and then using these previously made creases, pop it up, and we're going to fold it along those new crease lines, tucking in those corners. I'm going to do that to both sides, like so. And once you get them tucked in, you then just fold it down and then firmly make that crease nice and crisp. And we're going to do that on the opposite side. So again, we're going to tuck this up and then along those crease. And it helps to sort of pinch along that crease so that it's nice. And easy. And you don't have to get both sides at once. Just make one side nice and crisp, and then you can fold it back up and do it again on the other side. Again, this is a really tricky part right here. Ooh, almost had it. And there. So now we have this kite again, but now we have a lot more layers on the inside. Now, from this diamond that we just made, we're going to take we have sort of 3 layers here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take the first layer right here and fold it up over itself. And then flip it over, and then take the now first layer and fold it over itself. So now you should have these 2 sort of like legs almost, and then this top section should be solid. Now, with our sort of 2 legs right here, we're going to take these edges, there's 4 of them, if you sort of open it up like this. I'm going to take these 4 and fold this edge towards the center so it lines up. And this is where it gets real tough to fold. So now we have 1 down. I'm going to do it to the other side. So right now it looks a little bit like that. That's 1 down. And do the same to this side. take the edge, fold it towards the center. And making your lines nice and crisp. Alright, that's 2 down. And we flip it over. Do the same to the back side. Folding the edge to the center. That's 3 down, and then 1 more. Turn it around so it's easier to work with. And there. Now you have 4 of them folded. Now that we have this structure, you can pick any side, and then with the 2 legs pointing down, you open up one of the sets of flaps so that the others are still together. Open it up, and then from the bottom, you're going to lift that pair all the way up until it won't bend anymore. So right about there. You want to line it up so that these 2 lines are sort of together, using these as like a reference. Now, once it's all the way up, fold it together, and then taking that part that you just folded up, just bring it out just slightly. And that starts to be the tail of the crane. Then, with the other side, we're going to do the same exact thing. Open this up, bend this part all the way up to as far as it can go, and then line it up, and then fold it on itself. Now take that little part sticking out, move it out just a little bit. Now, since it's the head, about like ½ an inch or so, just pinch it and then bend its head and then push down a little bit, and ta-da! There you have your paper crane. And then you can just push out the base a little bit and hopefully stand on its own. Thanks for watching, and hope you had fun making your paper crane.